In this video, I want to show you something that will shift your perspective, and it will make it much easier for you to create a better life for yourself, a pleasant life for yourself, and to get rid of a lot of the conflict that you come across daily. Hi, this is Sunny from personalmasteryquest.com, and today I really want to talk about how to deal with your external problems or just anything that is happening to you on the external level, and deal with it in a way that we can transform it and allow ourselves to move past our current problems into future challenges that will challenge us in a new way, and so that we could keep growing and evolving and becoming a better individual and heighten our awareness so that we can move through life much more freely and with more power to create the reality that you actually want. So in previous videos, we've discussed how everything that is going on externally is a reflection of everything that is going on internally. So whatever you feel is directly reflected outwards. And so in this manner, how should we deal with the things that are going on externally? Now that we know the source of them, how do we still deal with them so that we can heal those situations or deal with them properly and move forward? Well, here's what I want to propose to you today. In order to deal with everything that is happening externally in the best possible manner, you have to look at everything that is happening to you as your creation. What do I mean by that? So everything that is happening to you, including all the people that you come across, all the things that are happening to you throughout the day. So just say you get stuck in traffic, or every single light that is coming to on your way to work is red, or somebody's bothering you at work, or there are some family issues, or whatever it is. Look at every single little thing as your creation. You created this. It is simply reflecting what is going on internally, right? So in a way, you have manifested whatever is happening to you by yourself. Why is this beneficial? Well, when we take responsibility for everything that is happening to us, we gain the control to change it. The degree of responsibility you take of your current situation enables you to get that same degree of control that you have to change that situation. And until you take responsibility for what is happening to you, you cannot change it. Now think for a second. What is usually your response when you come across something that you don't like? Or when somebody bothers you, or somebody is getting on your nerves or making you angry or doing something that you don't like? Most people react with negativity. Most people retaliate. Most people think of that other person with either some sort of anger or hatred or resentment, jealousy, whatever negative emotion it is. We are conditioned to treat everything that we don't like with judgment, with a negative emotion. But think of it this way. Whenever you hurt yourself, right? Whenever you fall off a bike or something, and just say you are physically wounded, how do you take care of yourself? You take care of yourself with love. You take care of yourself with absolute care, right? Because how would your physical wound react and heal if you treated it with negativity, or if you didn't care for it properly? It would take longer to heal, and it wouldn't heal if you simply didn't give it the care that it needed. Well, think of everything that is happening to you as your creation, as a part of yourself. If a part of yourself is hurting, how can you deal with it and heal it with negativity? How can you deal with it and heal it without caring for it, without looking at it with a different perspective, without looking at it with love and understanding? See, this is a difficult perspective for some to grasp mentally, because we are conditioned to believe, this is us, this is not me, that is you, that is this, everything is separate and it exists separately than ourselves. But when you start to have an inclusive awareness, inclusive consciousness, and start to look at every single thing and every single person as a part of yourself that you have manifested in your reality, it is a part of yourself, you finally start to see the cause and effect relationships that exist between your internal and external reality, and you start to gain control over the negative things that are happening to you, because now the negative things aren't just happening to spite you, they are happening to teach you something about yourself. They are happening to you so that you can heal a part of yourself. So for example, if there's a person in your life who doesn't treat you well, or if they don't treat you with the respect that you would like to be treated with, well, oftentimes when there's a person like that in our lives, it is there to teach us our relationship with ourselves. So you really have to look inward and start to see, like, how's my relationship with myself? Do I respect myself the same way I would like to be respected? Do I treat myself as well as I would like to be treated? Dealing with life in this perspective will allow you to see the cause of every single effect that is happening to you externally. And it will also allow you to heal that part of yourself, and then that part externally will cease to exist. And I understand that it's very difficult to sometimes identify the cause of the effect that you are experiencing, because it's not always direct. It's in a different way that we sometimes can't decipher. Why is this particular thing happening to me right now? What have I done internally to cause this specific thing to happen to me? But that's kind of irrelevant to a certain degree. If it is apparent to you, if it's something that comes up right away and it's a realization that you have of the cause and you understand why that specific thing happened to you, then great. But if you can't connect the dots, then don't worry about it. It's not as important to find the direct cause of the effect as it is to just deal with the effect in a positive way. So if you can't find why something happened to you, right, don't worry about it. Don't waste your mental energy constantly running in circles in your mind and trying to relate a cause to that specific effect. Simply deal with whatever happened to you with love and understanding. So same example, if someone's bothering you or not treating you well, our first reaction usually to deal with those people is to retaliate and treat them poorly and deal with them with negativity. Whereas that is what makes those people stay in our lives. That is something that we fail to understand. If you deal with those people with love and understanding, if you don't retaliate back and simply forgive them for their behavior, soon enough, they will literally just automatically and naturally fade out of your life. That is how you deal with certain problems. Anything that happens to you, you have to just forgive it, accept it, that it's there, and forgive it, and eventually it will naturally fade out of your life. And this message isn't new. This is a message that many great leaders of our world have been preaching for years. Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and many others that came before them preach the same message. To deal with everything, even if it's hurting you, deal with it with love instead of retaliating, because that is how you actually heal the situation. Because in reality, that situation that is happening to you is a part of you. And if you deal with it with negativity, it will only get worse. It will not heal. You are yourself not allowing it to heal. You are just struggling against it, making it worse and worse. But if you were just to deal with it in a proper manner with love and care, it will eventually heal and cease to exist in your life, making room for more positive situations that you actually want. It's kind of crazy that we have just become accustomed to problems, right? Because they exist in everybody's lives, and we fail to see why they're there. Instead of, looking at problems through this perspective, we've just become accustomed to having them in our lives. Whereas problems aren't normal. We have started to think that problems are what define life. Whereas problems only exist to teach something about us, about ourselves, that we need to heal. Problems aren't natural. Everything in nature exists with effortless ease. You don't see the grass having 50 problems, and if it does, it's fine. It deals with them with care. It doesn't retaliate against them. So adopting this perspective will allow you to deal with your problems in a natural way and allow them to pass, and rid your life of conflict. You will still come up against certain obstacles and challenges, but now with this perspective, you will be empowered when they come to you, instead of being a victim to your problems. Having this perspective will allow you to learn the lesson that you need to learn, heal the part of you that you need to heal, and allow that problem to simply and naturally fade out of your life, so that you can move on and actually live the pleasant life and create the life that you want to live. So to conclude this video, just remember that every single thing that is happening to you All the people, all the situations, circumstances, all the events, they are simply an external reflection of everything that is happening internally. But you are whole only with the external and the internal part of you. So in a way, everything that is happening to you is a part of you. If you don't like it, treat it with love and care, and it will soon heal and eventually fade out of your life naturally. Don't retaliate against it. Don't treat it with negativity. Deal with love and care. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you gained value from it. Let me know what you think of this perspective in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. If you like this video, hit the like button right there. Subscribe right there if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video.